let's go ahead and talk about our Group A.
Yes.
We have the Fives, the Jackrabbits, the Ranchers, and the Bus. So what do we like about these matchups?
One interesting thing is we have Lob Nunnery coming back up of injured reserve to play for the Fives. That's super interesting. The first thing that sticks out to me about this team is there were a lot of trades and a lot of new players on all of these teams. The Jackrabbits now have Maggie Brasha because they traded Jackie Kawamoto. The Ranchers now have Anna Bright and James Ignatowicz. That's the super spicy combo right there.
Yes.
And the Bus picked up, I think, also one of the most underrated players in Wesley Burrows. Super aggressive left-sided player that should give them some extra fire.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things. People are really excited to see Wes come into the MLP. So another thing I wanted to mention is the Ranchers is the only team out of all 12 teams that does not have a veteran from last year. So I thought that was pretty interesting, especially in Austin, that they're all newbies. So I think really finding out whose voice they're going to listen to and the strategy, learning from Austin. And then going to the Jackrabbits, we now have Maggie and Mary playing on the same side. And as we know, this past June, those girls medaled, won matches together. So I think that this is going to be a good change for the Jackrabbits, having those sisters together. On to our Group B. Again, we have the Florida Smash, Team Clean, Hard Eights, and Chimeras. What stands out to you in this group?
Florida Smash, if you look at the Duper Power ratings, Florida Smash still up there at number 2. So if you look at the numbers, they're the clear favorite.
I think even with Florida Smash, having that trade of bringing Michelle Esquivel over to play team up with Lee Whitwell, I'm assuming she'll probably be with Travis Rettenmeyer just because of the history with JW and Lee. But I think that they're going to be more powerful if they even can from Austin. They're going to bring heat and they're going to be very vocal, which I'm excited about.
You have two teams that in the Florida Smash and Clean that traded players, and they're going to be squaring off against each other now.
Yes. So again, we did have Maggie playing with Lee. Now they're going to be playing against each other. Maggie will be teaming up with Regina Franco and Team Clean. Again, a little bit quiet players, very consistent. Maggie, I think, is going to be the aggressor on that, but again, she's going to have to go toe to toe, probably straight up with Lee, I'm assuming. So that's going to be an interesting matchup right there. Going from teammates to rivals. Love that.
One other thing to note from this group is that, again, we have Florida Smash was the only team in this group that made it to the knockout rounds in Austin. So one of Team Clean, Hard Eights, or Chimeras will be new to the knockout rounds in Newport Beach.
And another exciting thing is that we have Georgia Johnson and JW Johnson facing off against each other in group stage play. As we know, we saw them in the semifinals with an incredible close match that ended in a dream breaker. So that is going to be something fans do not want to miss. Moving on to the last group stage we have is BLQK, the Mad Drops, ATX, Pickleballers, and the Lions. Let's start with ATX. I mean, they came in, probably didn't have the most hype around them, and took MLP Austin by storm. I think they shocked every single fan. I think they shocked themselves a little bit, so I'm looking for them to take that intensity straight to Newport. And the BLQK did not change a thing. Are we shocked?
Not shocked at all.
Me either.
Again, if you look at the Duper Power ratings, they're still, the team to beat, and they're the favorites. Rounding out this ATX Pickleballers, if you look at the numbers, they're expected to be the number 2 team in this group with Mad Drops not too far behind.
They did have a trade, so now they have Corinne Carr on this team. I said from the get-go that was a great trade just because of her history and her success with Adam Stone and Vivian David. So I think bringing her in I think will bring a sense of comfortability. I think a sense of a nice solid base.
And Mad Drops, I think, had a really big comeback in their last match and just barely made it into the knockout rounds, and then lost a crazy tough match also to barely get eliminated.
Yeah, and a lot of that was due to Vivian David and Olivia McMillan.
Yeah.
Something about that doubles team was incredible. Usually when you have a lefty, you want both forehands in the middle. They chose to go opposite and did both forehands on the outside, and it ended up working really well for them. And Vivian's going to have to watch out because Olivia on the Lions going to be teaming up with Etta Wright, who I am so excited about. She is such an amazing player and she deserves this spot. So I'm excited to see her here at MLP bringing some heat. With just a week to go, we are so excited to see you August 5th in Newport Beach, California for Major League Pickleball. There is nothing else like it.